Hello, my name's Julie Williams. I'm a registered migration agent with Migration Downunder, and I'm here to talk about the offshore partner visa, either the subclass 309, which is for de facto or married, versus the subclass 300, which is the prospective marriage visa. Which one do you choose? Well, it's all dependent on your individual circumstances. As I always say, don't go chasing a visa and making your relationship fit around the visa. Make the visa fit around you. So if you are separated because maybe your Australian partner can't come to your country, or you can't get a visitor visa to visit your partner, but you've got a commitment to one another, you've met in person and you've decided you want to get married, then the subclass 300 visa is the best option for you. It's the prospective marriage visa. Once granted, it'll give you 12 months within which you must enter. It gives you multiple re-entry, full work rights, and as long as you get married within the validity of that visa, you can then apply whilst on shore for the permanent partner visa. Now, it does require the subclass 300 for you to have met in person at least once, and it doesn't require you to show that you are actually living together, because it's a commitment that you both are making that you will marry within the validity of the visa. Sometimes people think, oh, let's just get married now and lodge the 309, it's quicker. No, that's a myth. The subclass 300 and the processing of the subclass 309 is exactly the same time frame. The 309, though, requires more evidence to show that you're living together on a permanent basis in a committed relationship. You must show that you are either in a de facto or married relationship and you're not living apart on a permanent basis. And sometimes that's impossible to live together because the Australian citizen can't actually be there with you overseas, and vice versa. You're overseas and can't get a visa for Australia. Sometimes people already have met overseas and are living together because they're both working in a different country that neither of them reside in. And sometimes the 309 is the better option for them. But it's certainly not one where you think it's going to be quicker if you rush and get married. Because if you get married and then you don't live together, then it's going to be very difficult to prove that you're in a committed relationship if you're not living together. There are certain exemptions to that rule where they do recognise, the Australian government do recognise arranged marriages, where it is a requirement of that cultural belief that they do get married as a commitment to one another and each other's families. And it means often that they can't necessarily live together because the Australian partner needs to come back to Australia because of work commitments. So there are options there around, but what I don't suggest is rushing into a marriage because you think the 309 will be quicker than a 300. There's also options these days, if you are the holder of a visitor visa, where you do lodge a 309 to come on shore and wait for the processing of that 309 to be finalised here in Australia. There's lots to delve into and lots to uncover, which is too much just in this short video. So if you would like to know more and like to understand the options, then you can book in a consultation or contact us through the usual media, and we can see what we can do to assist you in making certain that you can get together with your partner here in Australia.